out to Hoops Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoops Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoops Jargon.
Man, I'm here with my man with Hoop Jargon, the best in the game, man. And you know I only live selected few in my circle. And this is the real dude right here. We gonna get down with the get down.
All right. Shout out, man. You know, I go by the name of Hoop Jargon. My real name, my government name is Cliff. And appreciate y'all coming through on this stream, man. I know everybody and their mama's covering Coach Prime, but, you know, as somebody who's been covering this for well over 2 years, you know, I just feel like I got to inject my commentary the way I see it, coming from the perspective of a former HBCU coach and player. Y'all hit the like button, man. Let's get some more bodies in here, and we're going to just break it down, man. We're going to talk about right now with Coach Prime addressing his new prospective athletes at University of Colorado. Because I got to say, man, in this past 24 hours, I've seen some very interesting takes on what people think that he should have said or what he did say, what he didn't say. You know what? Being a content creator, one thing you got to learn is never be amazed, because whenever you think that it is what it is, you'll see somebody come way left with that take, and it's like, wow, that's what you got out of that? That's what you got out of that? So I'm going ahead and, go ahead and address a few things. Shout out to the early birds, man. Appreciate y'all always being around. Aaron Sanders says fans from CU fans and their parents are hot on Twitter talking about things. Listen, man. One thing about Division I sports is, man, ain't nothing sweet out there, man. Ain't nothing sweet when it comes to Division I sports. And some people, I don't know what they thought. But when you go one per season, you won one game all season long, it ain't going to be pretty, man, if you got coaching turnover, man. But I'll explain. Shout out to Jonathan Bernard. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you, brother. To God. Always good to see you, man. Justice for what's the name? Fake outrage, man. And that's gonna be the undercurrent of a lot of stuff you see is fake outrage. And I won't even get into that, but Obasi, man, you crazy. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and look into the show he had. I'm sorry, the meeting he had with the new players, and we'll talk about some of the things he's saying and what does that mean, and what do we look forward to going forward. And I gotta say, man, I watched Jason Whitlock. I like Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock put up a clown show today, man. Part of me liking Jason Whitlock is knowing that this is a clown, man. He is so hit or miss, in my opinion. And today was just a big whip. And he seems to do that with black men who kind of have a forward-speaking, mentality. Guys who speak over their progeny, who incorporate their sons, i.e. LeVar Ball. He seems to always miss the boat on those takes, in my opinion. But whatever. That's Whitlock. Whitlock is home run or he's striking out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and shout out to content creator Well Off Media. We using it, so fair use. And let's get it.
Hey, I'm Sykes man, Macho Man, Bank call me Red.
You saying? How you feel, bro? I feel good. Very excited for it.
Man, there are literally people saying there's a problem that Coach Prime is bringing his son in to do the quarterback. I'm like, man, what? He's proving that he's even if he wasn't proven. Like, why is that a surprise to you? Lord have mercy. Shout out to Keefers, man. I saw you in the comment section with me, man. Those West Coast Bears tell their son transfer. Yeah, I mean, transfer, go, because he probably don't want you anyway. You went 1 for season last year. He don't want you anyway. Let us keep going.
Look at him. How do you feel?
I gotta wonder how weird that is that Shadua has to go play this Saturday in the Celebration Bowl, but you got Colorado garb on too. It's just a little weird. And Prime said he's going to coach the last game too, which is you don't see that a lot when coaches leave. Very interesting, I gotta say. Either they are very delusional or very professional, like that we ain't never seen before. Y'all hit the like button. I see that the lights are looking good to the live audience. Let's get some more bodies in here, man. Again, like I see a lot of people covering Coach Prime, but we're trying to get some real swag folks to comment on this. That's how we route. You say we here. Let's freaking go. Yes, sir. We're like a clown show. Yeah, it was a clown show today. Yeah, I like Whitlock, but today was just a clown show. It is what it is. Let's go.
It's intelligent.
Good shot, Brandon. And we can breathe clean air.
That's what we walk in.
Look at his kid. Look at it.
That's 2 more in.
I gotta say this. These kids ain't stupid. Imagine having a season that bad and Coach Prime is about to show up. I can only imagine what's going through their minds because my junior year Prairie View, man, we were horrible. We won like 5 games the whole year, like that, 2 games in the SWAC. And so Coach Darryl Hawkins got fired. And we had a coaching search, and they ended up promoting Coach Rim, who was the assistant coach. And I promise Rim was just a different kind of guy. We didn't know what to expect out of Rim, and Rim came in saying that he gonna change stuff up, and he did. He told me personally, he was like, Cliff, if you don't work hard, I'm not playing you. I'm coming back. I'm the second leading scorer. I'm the top leading rebounder coming back for that year. I'm like, yeah, right. You ain't gonna bench me. He benched me. It took me into SWAC time to really start getting minutes again. I remember we played against Ball State University. I started and played 3 minutes. 3. And so, that turnover is real, man. When you turn over to a new coach, because new coaches tend to like to play with their new toys. And by new toys, new recruits, and what have you. That's what Coach Rim did. He put in guys who he recruited himself. And eventually I beat him out in practice. But that's what coaches do, man. So I can only imagine what those guys are thinking because they know they had a shitty season. So it's very interesting to see where they're going to, I know that their anxiety is pretty good. It's some nervous claps around there. Boy, you don't know the smile or cry.
All right, guys. That's the way we walk in.
That's the way we walk in. I'm just learning that.
Okay, you said Shador might not play along with Travis. I will. I didn't like her comment about clean air. I mean, whatever. It'll make me feel that type of way. 100 Coleman says they didn't come. Yeah, they definitely come. Oh, they shook for sure. They definitely shook. Let's keep rolling.
Look, I'm gonna just make a few comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I want you guys to spend time with Coach Prime. But as I've told you before, my job is to bring you the best coach in the country in Colorado. We just did that. You're going to learn that this guy is about integrity. He's about character.
Let me say this too. It's nothing like talking to your athletic director because if your athletic director has some balls, he gonna come and shoot straight. And I shared this example on my channel plenty of times. But my junior year, we lost to the University of Texas by 71. 71. And I remember coaching. And he's also Dr. Charles McClellan, who's the commissioner of SWAC now. He was my AD. And I remember him coming in the locker room. He was like, "Oh shit, here we go." and what he said was, "Man, if y'all would have held the ball and got a 35-second violation the entire game, y'all would have lost by 4 instead of 71." So, and everybody was just like, the logic didn't logic, but that's how ADs think. ADs think in a sense of like, let's get a goal accomplished. What the hell are y'all doing? So I know the AD been talking their ear off about what's going on. So he just said, I told them to bring the best coach in. So I'm sure they had a few sessions already. So bringing Coach Prime in is definitely a change of pace. That's for sure. All right, let's keep going.
It's about his faith. It's about leading men. That's what he does. He's an incredible family man. I've gotten to know him over the last month, and couldn't be more excited that he's your new head football coach. So with that, I'm going to have Coach Prime come up here and say some words and spend some time with you guys. But let's give him a big Colorado Buffalo welcome.
Clap if you about to get cut.
Do this brilliant trick for just 15 minutes per day to get incredible abs without working out or dieting.
That's good.
When I tell you, he is the man, and God called him strategically to reach out to me to make the time.
Y'all hit that like button.
He didn't convince me. He confirmed to me that this was the place. It wasn't about a bag. I got that. It was all about opportunity to do something that hadn't been done in quite some time. And Rick, I'm forever grateful for that opportunity, my man. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Love you too for investing in me. I appreciate it.
And the reason why, like, listen, I know a lot of people are hung up on the fact that he does HBCU. That's the way some people try to find. Coach Prime, man, listen, he didn't go to HBCU. He knows the top major circuit, and those are his peers to him. So that's why he's so appreciative of his job, because this is ultimately what he wants. He wants to be, as I heard somebody say, oh, you trying to be Nick Saban? Yeah, I think he does, actually. I think Prime wants to be the black Nick Saban, or be his own self, but on that level. So, and a lot of people, you know, what I see with a lot of these takes is a lot of projection. Okay, well, I don't think much of myself, so who is Prime to think he's above this? Well, as we know in life, ladies and gentlemen, there's some people who just have a path that's far beyond other people. It is what it is. I know that most people don't want to think of themselves as less than the next man, and no problem. But if we look at look at your life results, do you have University of Colorado beating down your door to come hire you? No. So we got to understand some dudes just got that kind of cachet. This dude's a two-sport athlete. He only knows success. He only knows the best. That's who he is. That's who he is. And so I just don't understand how people are so incensed about him being who he's always been, which is he's a me guy. Yes, he's a narcissist. Yes. But most me guys and narcissists are generally the most productive people in the world. Generally. Especially if you are in the entertainment sector or the athletic sector. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
You know what, Jackson State, we gotta believe. I'm still gonna believe. I've been believing ever since I was a shorty. When I told my mother at the age of 7, I was gonna make a lot of money, I was gonna be rich, and she was gonna never have to work for another day of life. And my actions lined up with that belief.
I know they need to take that schedule down on the left. Like my man said, they were 1-11. You take that thing down. If I was Prime, I'd say, man, yeah, go on, run that sign off that wall over there. Yeah.
And I had to stop believing. And I have a problem when young men with everything in front of them don't believe. That's a problem. Tremendous problem. Because you can rescue your mom, you can rescue your father, your friends, your loved ones, your homies, anybody who's looked out for you. You have the ability and the opportunity to do that. But you gotta believe. There's a spirit around this team, around the school, that is not traditional. In some kind of way, you guys have accepted it, and you've begun to be complacent with it. And even some of the guys that aren't here that's supposed to be here, those are the ones.
Oh, so again, listen, man, I got no problem with no coach come in with a hard assessment. You know, this reminds me of like an auditor that comes in if your business is not compliant with stuff, and they come in with red tape and all your shit up. That's what Prime is doing right now. He's coming in with them audit lenses. This is a 1-in-11 program. It's not dandelions and daffodils. And again, on Jason Whitlock's stream, the gentleman, and I use that term loosely with him. he was talking about how you don't come in and tell players that like this is the worst team in the Pac-12. The worst. Not even debatable. It's not conjecture. This is the worst team in the Pac-12. What the hell you think you're gonna come in and say? You gotta come in and give some real talk. Like, listen, whatever y'all thought that good, productive, play is, y'all ain't do that. And like you said, some dudes didn't even show up. So it just shows quitters who know they probably will get cut anyway. But they got stuff they need to fix. I got no problem with this.
All this gonna stop. I still have unfinished business.
But I'm gonna say this too. When you set expectation early, people, kids for that matter, young adults will meet expectation. So this reminds me of like when your boy hoop jogging many years ago. Everybody said many years ago. I actually be a teacher. I learned that if you are stern the first week, just no bullshit. First week stern, you're anal, you're an asshole, and then lighten up. You've already set a standard. And when you set the standard, then you can loosen up a little bit because people know the parameters. So when people are saying, "Oh, yeah, that's not the right thing to say. That's mean," like no. You got to come in and set the tone correctly, or what's going to happen is these young men are going to think it's okay to be 1-11 because in their minds they did the best they could do. It's his job as a guy coming in with a reclamation project, basically a salvage job that he's doing here in Colorado. You gotta let him know, man, where the standard is off the rip. The standard is excellence off rip, so it's not gonna be a good conversation all the time. That's all I'm saying.
To do with Jackson State, because whatever I start, I'm gonna finish, and we gotta go win this championship. We're gonna do that. But then shortly thereafter, I just want you to know, I'm coming. Not to compete, but to win. Not to show up, but to show out. Not to be amongst the rest, but to be the best. I'm coming. I'm glad I'm coming. This is real. This ain't no ESPN or this ain't one of the networks you just happen to see. No, I'm right in front of you. You know why? I'm coming. I'm coming to restore, to replace, and re-energize some of y'all that are salvageable. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody that said they're gonna concede ain't gonna have the seat when we get back. But
hey, like the old school say, that's real talk right there. Not dandelions and daffodils. Listen, this program stinks. All y'all ain't coming back. That's real talk. If you're gonna fix the program, you don't fix the program, because here's what happens. If you got too many guys who are used to losing, you're gonna have a thing called dissension. And if you have too much dissension, basically people start to revel in the spirit of losing. And as a coach, if you're smart, you break that shit up immediately. There's some dudes, I'll be lying to you if I didn't get comfortable with losing at one point. Now, I didn't want to lose, but it got just so you start getting beat down with L's that like you just start to just sit down and take. So you want to remove people who's thinking like me. Now, I'm the kind of guy, I'm a team guy, so I'm like, whatever expectation is, I'm meeting. There's some people who just want to be a loser and just want their own stats. Now, that was never me. But you got to get rid of people who's not going to buy into what you're doing. And it's very hard to convert them over. Now, all you're going to do is lose your job. And that's a famous saying, man, in the coaching world. If I'm going to lose my job, damn it, I'm going to lose it my way. One thing you don't want to do is try to please other people, and you get booted from your job, and you like, damn, I should have did this. Damn, I should have did that. Every head coach will tell you that on a high level. If you're going to lose, do it your way. Let me catch you in the comments and get back to it. Yeah, y'all going hard. Y'all going hard. Appreciate y'all. And you guys, you get the super chat if you want to. Those get priority, especially with these streams with more people in here. Hit that the like button as well if you're not done. So subscribe if you're new. All right, let's see. Stefan says, yeah, for those kids who know better, hit that transfer fee. Hey, man, it is what it is. I understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Keep it says majority of these guys are 3 stars or lower. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, man, I'm not going to lose my job over these 3 kids. I'm sorry if your parents and butt hurt. You get over it. That's how it is in college, man. It's cutthroat. Colorado's 11-1. Yeah, okay. Coach Prime could have had his own mixtape if he stayed as far as being Maybe. I would say Prime again. He's not swag bred. So he's going to look on the grandiose scheme. And I would venture to say that this is going to be stepping stone. Well, he's not going to stay at Colorado if he's winning. He ain't going to stay at Colorado long. This is not a destination location. Not for somebody of this point. As we can see, God is unlimited minutes for this conference. You say he's a narc. I don't know what you mean by that. Explain that to me. Stephon said he looked like a Class 1A school. We got look. No, I can't say that, man. It's just they just may have a losing mentality. And a lot of guys, when you have a losing mentality, that's very hard to salvage. It's very hard to salvage when you have a losing mentality. So you got to come in and clean. The white folks complaining if they claim leaking out about it. You know what I'm saying? He getting hit up by everybody. Black people complaining. White people saying he don't deserve the job. It's all over the place. I mean, and that's why I'm saying you can't please everybody, man. Dude, no matter what you do, somebody gonna have something to say. Prime said many times he's in competition with himself. Yeah, he's one-on-one. Agreed. Prime, but I hope none of the donors kids want to play. It's a rap for should do it. No, that's not how it works, bro. No, not at that level, man. The boosters, what they can strong on is that kid on the team. They can't start they can't strong on starting quarterback. Especially that kid ain't no good. Yeah, I don't know. Coach Mom, but I hope none of the donors. Okay, soft life. Hey man, it was what it is. We agree with college competitive again. Maybe. Get his hands full. I agree with that. Yeah, agreed. All right, we got a super chat. You know, super chat's already over here. I see it. Thank you, Elder, with the contribution to the channel. $9. You know what that gets you over here. You know what? I'm gonna have to. Ain't so many times I can use this. I'm gonna give you the who is swag.
Who is swag, baby?
Appreciate that contribution, sir. You gotta change it to who is pack, baby. Let's go to a game next year. Yeah. I'm down, man. I'm supporting Coach Prime wherever he goes. I'm not a Jackson State fan. I'm a Prairie fan. I'm supporting him no matter what he's doing. That's the best approach. You got to set a standard and loosen that grip later. Absolutely. With leadership, that's how you got to come in. You got to hit the like button. I see we're 75 deep in here, so y'all hit the like button. Let's get it going. Let's see. Colorado suburban kids ain't dogs, man. Well, you don't know, man. You don't know. So they want to let me worry about me. Exactly. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? You worry about being nice with. Listen, man. This team is horrible. Come on, man. So, bro, if they win 6 games, he should be Pac-12 coach of the year. Yeah, I like Willie Taggart to be an assistant. I like him at Jackson, actually. I want Willie Taggart to go to Jackson. Perfect world for me. Let's see. Hope they got a O-line. Yeah, you're going to need that. Russell Wilson should have been in that room. Real talk, though. Pants of the players already on his head. Check Twitter. Yeah, you're right, Scott. Good to see you, Scott. Let's say, who is Pac, baby? Coach Prime ain't swag, man. Coach Prime's swag, man. If you spend any time in the swag, you was swag. I spent 2 years as a player, 3 years as a coach. I didn't start off as a swag player, man. I'm swag Prime swag. Let's get it.
I started, and we're going to go.
Who said this too? This goofy dude on Jason Whitlock, he said, "Oh, you said I'm coming 21 times." What does that do with anything? Well, you know what? But a lot of people don't understand, like, you have that Southern African style of talk. You drive a point on saying something, many times over. So, again, it's hard for me to respect goofy perspective because you don't know what he's doing. The way he orates is the way a pastor will orates. You say the same thing over and over, so the message sticks in your head. So I'm saying I'm coming to put that in their minds and subconscious that things have changed. I'm coming in with a whole new thing. So it's just goofy to see somebody just totally just go over their head. Let's go.
I'm dominating and you're going to work. I'm coming to work and not to play. I'm coming to kill it and not to kick it. I'm coming. So you got to understand. So when I get back, there ain't gonna be no hats and no meetings. There ain't gonna be no hoodies on and no meetings. There ain't gonna be no phones. I wish you would bring a phone in my meeting. There ain't gonna be no earring in the meeting. Everybody's gonna look like everybody. I'm coming. It's gonna be a different place, a different feel, a different attitude, a different energy, a different work ethic, a different phone, a different hunger, a different desire, a different need.
Hey, and check
a
this.
Different capacity.
Prime. So if Prime is perspective, I'm sorry, if he is perceptive like I think he is, check Buddy in the back and the right. Watch him take his hat off as he said that. We'll go back a second. So all the way to the back.
For a different desire.
You see him right there at the back, all the way to the right of the screen. He took his hat off. That's the kind of dude you want to keep. That's the kind of dude you want to keep right there. That's the kind of dude like, oh shit, okay, it's the new standard. Okay, I respect it. Peep game. Little stuff like that, they call microaggressions. That shows you that's a guy that's going to listen to you. So, Prime, I hope you peep that.
A different need, a different capacity. It's going to be a different reach. I'm cutting. See, by now you got to feel it. You can feel what I'm saying. You can feel what I'm cutting from. And you know I ain't playing because I got the credentials to back it up. I'm cutting. And you don't hear me because it's going to be little silent little footsteps that you don't even have to strain. But you don't know. I'm cutting. Just the sake of my voice, the commitment to excellence, that there's not going to be any more mediocrity, period. I'm cutting. Some of y'all that really got it, that really want it, and really deserve it, and you got to play beside a fool that don't want it, don't deserve it, they don't even love it.
I gotta say this: all players don't love the game. At some points, I didn't love it. It was just it's so much work to be a Division I athlete, and I can only imagine being a Power 5 athlete. It takes away from your personal life from none other. I've literally had some teammates who didn't give a shit if they played or not. They just was doing it because they was on scholarship. And it's hard work. So as a coach, you got to kind of stick those guys out because those guys will get you beat. They don't care like that. And I'm not saying they don't have the right to feel that way. It's just if you want to win, you got to start weeding them kind of guys. Look for NFL wannabes, not students just want a free ride. There you go. There you go. It's not a reporter or player seat for the left taking notes. I'm not sure. James says, I've been there before. Hey, man. Hey, when it's teeth cutting time, it ain't nothing pretty about it. I've been in these we call them come to Jesus meetings. Now, I've seen a coach cry. I won't say which one I had. Cry. He threw his ring. He won in an NCAA. Fuck it, I said. Coach Hawkins. That dude used to be in these little come to Jesus meetings and cry and say how much he wanted to win. And, Coach Nolan Richardson was his coach in college. So all he knows was success. But he went to Prairie View. He wanted it so bad, he would cry. He took off his championship ring and threw it. So I remember sitting down with a coach just kind of pontificating and saying what he wants to do. I've been in that place. I was just like, this dude crazy as hell. So shout out to Coach Hawk. Coach Hawk was crazy. That dude, man, boy, stories I got. I'm gonna keep it light on these streams, but listen, man. Oh, Erica said I can hear you better when all right, I got it. You think many of the players sitting there was a walk-on? I don't know. I don't know for a fact. So I don't want to speak nothing I don't know. All right, so y'all hit that like button. We're 91 deep in here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get some more bodies in here. Likes are free. Let's get it.
I promise you, it's my job to get rid of it. Okay? I love everything about this institution. I mean, the academics, criminals, no crime, beautiful city, beautiful state. We've never had nothing of sort to work out in, to train in. Our kids would go absolutely crazy to be in the situation that you're in. But you don't respect it.
And what he's saying is true. All right, we got as a coach and player, going to the big schools, quote unquote, the guarantee games, the discrepancy in the locker room and facilities, man, it was uncanny, man. Just going to these different schools, like I've been at University of Colorado, beautiful campus. Going to even Wyoming. I remember going to University of Florida, going to UCLA, going to Texas A&M, University of Texas. It's a big disparity. So what he's saying, like, my kids would kill for this, and he's not lying. He was like, damn, y'all get access to this every day? University of Louisville, Oregon State. Stuff I've seen with my own two eyes, and it's just, damn, y'all got this every day? So he ain't lying, man. Like, so kids like this only know what they know. They don't know how it is to play in the FCS. They're spoiled by this, and they think this is wrong. That's all they know. And he's like, nah, bro, you should feel privileged to have what you have right now. And you should be ashamed for not performing on the level that you perform at, and when all this at your disposal.
You don't want it. Okay. Some of y'all don't even think he's hurt. Okay. And usually when God sends you to a place, he sends you to a place to be there.
I appreciate that, man. You stop the show, hey, man. You stop the show, man. You show support for the channel. I show you big love back. I really appreciate that $2.
That's who is Swag, baby.
Much appreciated. All right, let's get back to it.
They couldn't do it to change. Okay. You don't want to make that even look like me. It's not. The case, I guarantee it's going to be some special time. We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me.
I'll tell you. You can tell they on eggshells because that was a joke. They ain't taking us. Look at those faces. Now, one person was a man in the front with his hand on his chin. That boy rethinking it like right now. It's funny when you look at it from a coach perspective as a player. It ain't nothing funny about this because you. It's like you're thinking past this conversation. You wondering like all them times you done messed off. You're like, damn, coach don't tell on me that. You know, I did this because when you're losing, you start to bask in losing behavior and you get away with it because the coach know he out. So the coaches start letting you get away with stuff, and then you're like, damn, is the coach gonna tell on me? I'm like, damn, I probably should have did that stuff I did. That's what they're thinking right now. Guarantee you, I bet my life on it.
It ain't gonna be no more of the mess that these wonderful fans, the student body, and some of your parents have put up with for probably 2 decades now. Okay. And when I get here, it's gonna be changed. So I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in the portal and do whatever you're gonna get. Because the more you jump in, it's gonna move you there. Because we bring the kids that are smart, say that smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. One more time. Smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. That's the one we're going to get. Is that you? 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 How bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want this? What are you sacrificing right now?
My man in the back got a mean mullet all the way in the back of the right. My man got a mean mullet.
To substantiate that you really want. What are you surrendering? What are you giving up right now? Oh, still playing football. We're playing a darn league. So I see that's a problem, right? I'm gonna fix it. So if they ask you, what do you say to the league?
My man got a mean mustache right here to the right here, looking like Uncle Rico on Holy Night. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm distracted by how these band of thieves look.
Well, put it down. I want you to say 2 words. That happens. Just gotta be the point. Everybody know what that means, man. I don't mean I'm gonna show up.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna show up. Now, I'm through with mine. Let's get to yours. I'm here on the spot for any questions. Yeah, quarterback's coming. Yeah, I tell you what I'm coming. And they go. Then they gonna hunt, and they gonna eat.
And if people got a problem with one issue, listen, you got 10 people he bringing over. At least they know off rip. So what you don't want is coach to come in and like, oh man, oh y'all believe in all y'all. That's where you screw them over in my opinion. When you tell them like, listen, man, what y'all did, thanks, no thanks. Nope. Don't want to be associated with it. I'm gonna bring in some dudes who I know can go. And this reminds me when I used to coach at AAU. I coached 16U. My last year coaching. I coached alongside of NBA great Ray for Austin, crossover athletics out there in Stafford, Houston, which is like Stafford, Texas, which is Southwest. I remember telling my players I had, these are 16-year-old juniors in high school who weren't quite varsity level guys, but they were cocky like they were. I'm like, listen, in your real live life, you don't play varsity. and you're so cocky and arrogant. I said, real talk, I got 7th graders that would whoop y'all ass. And I meant that. Excuse me. I had guys from 7th grade about to go to 8th grade who were better than them. And they are 11th grade. And they thought I was capped. Just so happened, the God doggone universe opened up. And the Great American Shootout in Dallas, the last tournament we had some players drop off and got hurt or whatever. I brought in 3 of my middle school kids just to play. I was like, man, listen, I talked to their parents like this. I'll take them out to Dallas. That they have their living situation taken care of. We'll be in a hotel. I just want to bring them out there and get exposure. All 3 parents like, yeah, no problem. I mean, Tori, Justin, and my boy, that's one of the 2. He ended up getting good. Andre plays D2 basketball right now. So they were 12 years old, 13 and 14. With my 16, 17-year-old. My 16 and 16-year-old. All of us. It wasn't even funny how much better they was then. And not only that, in the room, they was punking them. I was telling them, hey, man, chill, man. These kids who pay for the program, like ease up on them. But they thought they were so tough. My 7th graders came in and just was wiping the floor with these 11th graders. And it's just crazy how that dynamic is when you see the talent disparity. And so I know Prime is feeling that same way. It's like, I got some kids that's going to eat y'all lunch. Y'all may feel like y'all high and mighty, but I got some kids going to eat y'all lunch. I know that's what he's feeling. I know that's what he feels. All right, we 120 deep in here. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get it. Let's see. Let me catch up on some of these comments, man. Y'all getting it. Go check out starting quarterback numbers from Colorado last year. He only played like 6 games or something like that. But yeah, he had like 600 yards, 2 touchdowns or something to that effect. Yeah, I did see that. He actually hit the transfer play. Let's see. I don't want to play some more. Yeah, I mean, some of them may be salvageable. I'm not going to say that all the way. But I don't want that. Whatever the spirit was of that team, hey, I want that spirit gone. Half of them now. Yeah, of course they ain't with. The one JPTV says, so basically Coach Prime's about to recruit all the players that would have came to cash. He's smart. And like I laid out yesterday on my stream, one of which is your boy, Winston Watkins, 4-star receiver coming through. Yeah, so he coming. See, X Games about to be lit. Coach says he's bringing in 10 players and goes on to say they are dogs. And then, Coach Prime says he's bringing 10 players and goes on to say that they are dogs and not men. Well, that's his phraseology. Coach Prime uses the term dogs for a player that's going to go out and be all out. So I don't know if you caught up in the colloquialism. God damn, I'm going to get this word. Colloquialism of the term. But that's what he means by that. So I don't think that's a word to mean the kids. That's crazy. So hit the subscribe button, man. We 131 deep. Subscribe button, please. Support the channel. That's free. If you want to support the VSC on Cash App, you can do that, and you get your stuff. Shout out. Have a quiet hour. All right, let's keep the train rolling. I'll see a few more comments. There isn't. They coming. They better be ready. Absolutely. All right, let's get back to this.
Anything else? This is your opportunity. Don't get outside and start talking when you got to be ready for it.
You know it, man. You kids are going to move foot Prime. You know what time. You know what time it is. It's like, man, listen. You can go and talk behind my back, but I gave you a chance to speak up. Speak up.
Let's get it over with now. Anything you want to say?
I say that too because one of my guys, Calvin Hempton, he's the head coach at Louisiana Tech. He's the head basketball coach. And he was my coach at Prairie View as a grad assistant, and I coached with him when I was a grad assistant at Prairie View. And this guy, been like an uncle to me for a long time. And he was like, he had to deal with that. Some of them players, he came back to him because he's the new coach at La Tech, football coach. So it's just something that's gonna come with the territory, man. And Prime is very well aware of that.
This question, it could be anything. Yes, sir.
What position coaches are you keeping?
What position coaches am I keeping? Probably not.
Green.
Right? He's gonna be one of the best staffs you ever seen. So they got it.
You said right. No.
He's gonna be one of the best staffs you ever seen.
No, he didn't just say that.
Just get it over with now. Anything you want to say. If there's a question, it could be anything. Yes, sir.
What position coaches are you keeping?
What position coaches am I keeping? Probably not.
Green.
Probably not. At least he keeping it real with him, man. Listen, I'm coming in my program, and man, it's a big promotion going from Jackson to Colorado. Hey, man, listen, I'm bringing the guys who I can trust. Yeah, if I'm gonna lose the guys I trust. Doing it my way. Just that.
Right? He's gonna be one of the best staffs you ever seen. So they got it. Best recruiting staff you ever seen. So they got it. A bunch of don't get us. I just met with several to 10 powerful boosters that's ready to get.
Now, that's real talk, Gregory. This team actually has had 2 winning seasons in 17 years. So I don't understand why people want this program to be handled with kid gloves. I do not understand that. This is a traditionally bad program. And if we're being honest, they ran from the Big 12. They ran to the Pac-12 because the Pac-12 wanted to expand. They were getting their ass handed to them in the Big 12. This is a terrible program, if we're being honest, with a lot of resources. So I don't understand why people being so soft-hearted about it. I don't get it. I feel like an episode of Skate Straight. Real talk. My guy Between Games Boys, you guys go subscribe to him. Great HBCU content as well. Shannon Sharp basically said the same thing we've been saying about this situation on Dispute today. It really should be on the tube as old folks. I mean, real talk. Because listen, man, I'm going to give you perspective from a former player. That's it. Former player and coach. I know the idiosyncrasies of this stuff. I know the back conversations. When you come in and you say this, behind there, you like, you know what I'm saying? I know what that is. I'm not saying I know what Coach Brown is thinking. I won't support that. But I know the energy of this situation. I know the spirit of this situation. That's all I'm saying. You have to like that. We are 150 deep. Let's go.
But I told them I want these kids focused on the NFL, not the NIL. But guess what they told me? They got it. Good question. Let's start off. Some more. Great question. See, we got some talking pictures that we want to talk.
And here's how I know that dude speaking this speech is clown. What he did was give all these gentlemen respect. He always said, yes, sir. To the kids way his junior, right? He's calling all of them sir, giving proper respect and decorum. But all they focusing on him being flamboyant. Yeah, that's what's fine. I mean, that's like you dating a girl with who's well endowed, got the front and the back going, and mad that she wears clothes that accentuate her curves. You know what you signed up for already. So why are you mad Coach Prime is being flamboyant when he's always been there his whole life? Go ahead, man.
No? It's time to get alert when they want to talk, right? Talk, man. Let's get it out. Yes, sir.
What major changes you see being done for it?
Everything.
I forgot he said that, but that would be my response. The major changes, everything. Y'all suck. 1 and 11. 1 and 11. Come on, man. What we talking about? 1 and 11. Emmett Jones says, I know it's a big change in Deion's offense from first year. I know he changed. Yeah, exactly. His quarterback changed too. Shador got a lot more savvy, which is to be expected. I mean, a freshman, a true freshman. I think he played up a year too. I think he's still younger. I mean, there's a learning curve that you gotta get down. Shador looked way more savvy this year last year. Shador would just force throws a lot. You know what I'm saying? And kind of trust his feet too much. Whereas this year, like I said, he can scoop. Shador can scoop. All right, so again, super chats get priority. I'm gonna try to catch as many comments as I can. Y'all doing y'all thing. Super chats get priority. Let's get it.
Every time. The way you think about the game, the way you study the game, you know what our kids do? And I hate to keep this on back because I got one more to finish. But what told you, this is a defense back coach right now.
You gotta admire the random zoom ins for this dude. This dude got some random zoom ins at random moments. It's just a little funny.
Okay, they put in time, really not putting in time. If they teammates, they put in time, really not putting on time.
Hey, it's always that one coach gonna tell it. Hey, coaches bite their tongues a lot. Coach in the back like, hey man, they ain't even putting in no time. Hey, that's a smart dude. That's a dude who want to keep a job. Some players ain't gonna like what he did. But hey, that's the dude who want to keep a job. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro.
That's what the other time to watch film. I give it to him every Thursday. He goes through every last one of them to see who actually put in that time. Who really want to be for the team? That's how you know,
I like to see that. That'd be dope.
Start not. Be a starter. If you're not putting in the right time, you might start this.
I'm going to invest in you and you invest in yourself. I mean, you don't believe in you. I don't believe in you and you don't believe in you. You ain't putting in no other time to watch your opponent that's getting ready to try to do you in front of a national audience. So you ain't.
Maybe. But I don't project that on him. That's gonna be by virtue of Shador maturing where he is now. Yeah, y'all gotta remember, Shador was a four-star guy with pro prognostication. So it's not like some, nepotism where like you got a coach who can't, with you playing a kid who can't play dead. That's not the case. And something I saw was with Grambling, boy. I can't think of his name. Grambling, quarterback, all world, first black quarterback win the Super Bowl. I can't think of his name. His son was named DJ. Y'all help me out, man. Doug Williams brought his kid to Grambling, and they won a SWAC championship, but DJ wasn't that good. I think we all saw that. Shador is a damn good quarterback, so I don't think that's going to be his situation at all, actually. Shador is actually a damn good quarterback. But I've seen nepotism where, like, you was trying to, which I got no problem with. But, DJ was all right. He's all right. Shador is a damn good quarterback. Agreed. Only way it goes up. Agreed. All right, let's get it.
Good question. Let's go.
Get through the commercial break. I'm coming.
That it? Yes, sir. It's gonna be a lot of work.
Which they need.
Summer. We have a couple breaks in the summer, all season. How should I say this? We're gonna try to make it quick. Those of you that we don't run off, we're gonna try to make it quick. That's what our season looks like. I want the ones that don't want to play.
Hey, as a coach, I feel them. It's like, listen, I'm gonna make it hard. I want to know. I want a reason to send you packing. You quit on me. Don't threaten me with a good time. Go home, no problem. You can't handle it, and you should though. You kind of got to, man. You kind of got to. That sucks the players to have. But listen, man. At the end of the day, in that room, y'all mustered up one win this year. Let's look at their 5 tenants they have over there. Smart, high football IQ, dependable, servant, put the team first, mental, physical toughness, love to compete. Well, y'all ain't love to compete, y'all love to get beat. Listen, man, you gotta trim the fat, man. You gotta trim the fat down. They do those front of strawberry red, yeah.
One word, one win. One of the appreciative everything. That's what it looks like. Heck of a lot of work. I gotta get you to the break once I know what I got. I don't want to get in the game and then find out I got Jane when I'm all season I had calls here. I gotta figure that out. I'm gonna get you there. Great question. Yes, sir.
What's your plan for like Andrew Counts?
In treatment.
Oh, that's facts.
If you want to live this still in work, it's a wrap. We're gonna hold your kids and say goodbye. Anything else? Yes, sir.
Appreciate that game, Emmett. Appreciate that game out there. Didn't know that. Appreciate
Haven't
that.
made that distinctive decision yet. Totally. There's probably a couple decisions I hadn't made as a kid. You should have been kicked the butt last night. I got a day. Great question, though.
Absolutely, Trace Mitchell.
Anybody else? Coach? Coach Art? Coach? How long we been together, Art?
16 years, 17 years.
Coach, yeah, how you doing, sir? What's going on, Coach? Right. Love you, man. This is part of the staff as well. Son, Bucky. All the stuff you see in the postseason, man. He's been one man machine. I think he's the help. Don't believe. Take me to how you do social media. We know how to
Hey,
do social media.
man, listen, man. The help of going to a Power 5 school, you know, one thing that pissed me off the most is like when I played ball in Prairie View, man, it's so hard to get pictures of yourself in basketball. Because basically the school would just let some freelance people come in who are students, and then Lord knows when they actually put the stuff out. And we didn't have a dedicated staff, so man, those kind of things matter because players want to get pictures of themselves playing. And it was very hard when I played at Prairie View, man. It was so hard, man. They used to piss me off so much. Like, one of the best pictures I got is one that we took in the locker room when we played University of Florida. We played University of Florida in 2006. One of my best pictures I got of me playing, and it's something I took with my own freaking digital camera. Just, man, it's just so much better when you got people dedicated to do that at a high level, man.
We're going to bungee jump the ball with y'all guys. Matter of fact, tell us what's the way we're going to increase today? Tell us.
Today, just post. You just got to post, stay consistent. You got all eyes on you right now. So just, everybody want to know what y'all about to do. Who y'all are, who everything is. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make y'all the most famous people walking this planet. But you got to win.
Let me give you an example. Bucky, poster. I'm cutting. When I say 1, 2, 3, you say I'm cutting. Put that right now. 1, 2, 3. That was a week. What?
Hey, comes right.
That was a week.
What's up
when
with
I
this
say,
dude?
I'm cutting. Like I'm cutting.
Yeah.
He thinking, oh, you know stuff. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all we got. Put it out right now.
There you go. All right, so let's break down the speech. And so, in summation, I'm coming. Now, in summation, man, to establish a new program, you have to come in very intense. You have to come in with a different mentality of what you currently show, because obviously, what you did at first is not working. What you've done on inception is not working. So you have to come in with a different mentality. You have to come in with a different plan because these kids are used to losing. At the end of the day, no matter how you want to slice it, they're used to losing. So as a coach, if you want to trim the fat, you got to come in, especially on inspection, you got to come in hot. You got to come in ready to change the culture because if you don't, these kids are complacent where they are. Trust me, they are. Very few of them guys in the locker room are going to do that. You say, so I played UF. Oh, yeah, I played against Joe Kim. They had 6 NBA players against me. They had Joe Kim Noah, Corey Brewer, Torian Green, Chris Richards, Maurice Spates. I'm forgetting somebody. Joe Kim Noah. Oh, Al Horford. Yeah, I played. Yeah, they had 6 pros on their team. Yeah, that's when I played. Let's see, all you saw on campus was NFL scouts going back and forward from the film room, constantly the facility, nothing to speak of universal weight machine. They had scouts. Yeah, I mean, Coach Prime gonna bring you that. That's what he's gonna bring. So a lot of people saying he used Jackson State. I'm like, I don't agree with that. Andrew says, I was reading the article earlier, said that Colorado has 7 open scholarships. So best believe the majority of the players in this team are now coming at the beginning of the season. Oh, yeah. Hey man, you gotta trim the fat. You gotta trim the fat. I'm sorry, man. Like, this is the ugly part of running a successful program. It's not going to always be daffodils and dandelions, man. You're going to have to make some decisions that people are going to view unfavorably. And you got to do it in the name of building a program. You can't worry about what everybody got to say, because at the end of the day, you listen to other people and get fired, and they go about their life like nothing happened. And Coach Prime strikes me as the kind of guy, he ain't down for that. He ain't going for that. And if I ever got back to coaching, I swear to the man, I swear to the Most High, I would not. I'm losing my way. If I lose, I lose. I'm going out my way. I did it my way. What's Frank Sinatra? I did it my way. I'm not going out on other people's stuff, man. That's the most loneliest feelings that you feel like you could have did more, but you were trying to placate to other people's expectations. You should placate to your own. That's why nothing Prime does is upsets me, because he's doing it his way. Oh, it's a business. Business is winning. Winning brings money. Am I right? Yes, you are absolutely right. Part says, so just because parents giving money, let a kid, yeah, exactly. Now, they may get you on team, non-scholarship, but it's not gonna get you playing time. So I've never seen like that where a booster made his kid be the starting quarterback. Maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. Maybe I'm not privy to that information. I ain't never seen that. I don't know if the drum major's leaving. Yeah, I think Shadua. I don't know with these rumors about Shadua in the band and won't be a drum major. I don't know how true that is. So I don't want to just parrot something I don't know. Let's see. When John Calipari went to Kentucky, he cleared most of the roster for Wall, Cousins, and Bledsoe. Yeah, and he was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Jason is a great man. His plan is more time. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, man. Everybody not gonna go to the NFL. So if music is his thing, do music. It's a better place to be. It's better to be in Colorado doing music. That's a damn show. I don't say all the hate. He wants to do amazing things, make amazing young men. Well, because listen, a lot of people don't know how to be amazing. A lot of people don't know how to be exceptional. Most people are average. Most people are average, just get along to get by kind of people. And when somebody comes up and be exceptional, you don't know what that is, because you don't know what that feels at all. It's out to Elite Precision Auto Spot. Always coming through showing love with the cash app. So you know what that gets you. You know what it gets you. Thank you so much, Elite Precision Auto Spot. Much
Who is Swag? Baby?
appreciate it. So, yeah. Shiloh wants to be a drum major. Not Shadua. Yeah, no, I know Shadua wants to still play. So no more who is Swag now. It's who is Pack now. Who is Pack, baby? Brown and Black Unity. Power Sempre. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. I don't know if the Sun plays are going to be in this. I don't know if the Sun plays they're going to be in. I know the Sun plays. Oh, yeah, of course they are. But, great point, Scott. I'm glad you brought that up. Because here's the deal. Some people deal in lack. Some people deal in prosperity. Some people are so afraid to fail that they don't really try anything. You just kind of toe the line of just mediocrity, right? And so that way you never really face scrutiny. But then there's guys like Coach Prime who has, they call it, ruling class mentality. It's like, if I fail, so what? So what? I'm going to pick myself up and do it again. He's not worried about people talking shit. Like, there's some people who care more about Coach Prime's slander than he does. And that's what those kind of people are. They're about abundance. They're not about lack. Some people only deal in lack. They always deal with, okay, well, what could go wrong? Exceptional people don't think that way. Coach Prime don't think that way. So Shadua does play bad. So freaking what? I'm going to bet on myself that I raised my kid to be a quarterback from day one. I'm going to bet on him. And if it don't work out, I'm going to say some wild shit to take blame off him and put it on me. I bet my bottom dollar. That's what Coach Prime would do. He would deflect it off his son and put it on himself. Because at the end of the day, you can't say Coach Prime was a success. So, that's what he would do. That's what any father would do. You're going to share your kid, and if you're an exceptional father, like Coach Prime is, you don't worry about that part. It can happen. But you think of it as, what if my son goes and breaks the Heisman door down? I want my kid to be the next Heisman Award winner. That's what I want my kid to be. Not to be not scrutinized. I want my kid to be the Heisman Award winner. That changes from ideology. from half glass full, half glass empty. That's kind of what two different schools of thought. That's where they part ways. All right, let's see. See, I told y'all he wasn't gonna be mad long. What are you talking about? The Colorado Stadium will be filled up. Oh, yes, they will. Kind of give a shout out to my nephew Gabe Kent that plays Brick City Lions 11U football for playing the national championship. There you go, right there. So shout out to Gabe Kent for doing this thing out there for 11U football for the Lions, for the Brick City Lions. Shout out to that young man. Hope you ain't no bench rider. Nah, I knew you would say it anyway. Said that there. Like I said, we come together to bash, but that's laid down for someone to pick it up. Yeah, like I know, just like a man who knew at 7 he was going exactly. But everybody not built the same. Everybody doesn't have that same, they call it self-efficacy. Everybody does not have that same type of self-confidence in themselves. And what you see again, projection. You project your own lack of confidence on other people. And there's some people feel it. Coach being one of them people. Honestly, when I saw Charlotte here, he's the truth. Hope he doesn't get in any other field. So, I hope not either, man. I hope all his kids thrive and succeed. Prime on that Creflo dollar. Oh, yeah. TD Creflo, my old. So, now I'm not a Christian anymore, but I used to be. My pastor was I.B. Hilliard out of Houston, mega church. And I was there when the church was kind of small. But, I.B. Hilliard is a big mega church pastor as well. I think he calls himself Apostle Hilliard now. But, yeah, I grew up in that church. Yeah, I've seen it firsthand, so I know what it is. Coach Prime would definitely win some of the games at Colorado, but 3 years before he started clicking, possibly. But shout out to Gabe Kent, man, hold it down for 11U football. You start running that. Check him out. Okay, good. If you got a YouTube link, you're gonna drop that in the chat. We'll check him out. Just letting the haters know Shiloh made it to Colorado with status. Oh, so he did go. Okay, so I thought he was staying in Texas. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, got you. Okay. 5 touchdown last game. Okay, yeah, he out there doing work. Prime is going to get a lot of people to transfer portal. Oh yeah. Again, not even a transfer portal, but just signing 4-star receiver, which has kind of become customary. I remember when I first started making these videos, I didn't know, I was just like, damn, he got a 3-star. Damn, he got a 4-star. That's kind of normal now. But yeah, before Winston Watkins Jr. coming to Colorado to follow Coach Prime, that was announced the same day he announced his appointment, which means it's kind of trust and believe Coach Prime. Just saying. Shiloh B carrying the luggage. Maybe T.O. or Prime's football friends with Coach, especially. And I'd love to see it. Terrell Owens' sister goes up to my alma mater, Prayers, and she plays volleyball at Prayers. So T.O. has some HBCU links. So maybe I'd love to see it. Folks thought that he was going to leave his son behind. I mean, people like to break up families, but I've kind of seen, and I've seen a lot that with the football. They want the kids to be separate from the parent. And to me, that shows you that you have father separation issues yourself. Because I couldn't imagine on no level. Like, my parents divorced when I was in 5th grade. But I would never fathom me wanting to be away from my dad, or not listen to my dad. My dad is the reason why I'm a Division I athlete. My dad's the reason why I was a professional athlete. The other shit he said, my dad's not a perfect man, but he's the reason why I was as good as I was in sports. Man, he would always put that in me, like, man, son, showcase yourself. Even when I was just unselfish, I was just an unselfish kind of kid. But he's the reason why, I made it as far as I got. He had me in every sport. He had all the neighborhood kids. He would go pick them up in his own work vehicle. He would drive across. So if you know Houston, big ass city. He would drive all the way from North Houston all the way to South Houston to go pick up a van, like a 16-passenger van. Come all the way back to North Houston, pick up kids in the neighborhood. We go to the tournament, play all day, drop all the kids off, and take the van all the way back to South Houston, bring his car back, and be done with the day. That's what my dad did with nobody put no money in his pocket. So for that, I'm forever grateful. Not even just for myself, because that didn't benefit me, but my friends got to play with me, because you can call their parents sorry if you want to, but whatever. Some of their parents were sorry, or just busy. He would go and do that out the strength. Just to have me playing with my friends and helping those neighborhood kids, have an opportunity just to be off the street. So, yeah, and I'll never shit on my father about what he helped me to do, as far as sports. So it's funny that the media kind of likes to separate from their dads. And like, they don't know what they have to work for them to do. You can be good at sports unless it's just dumb luck. Usually, your dad is an integral part of what you did. And so that to me is always good. It's always good. All right, let's see. Will the next big HBCU be compensated on par at least for 5 schools? Next big high oh, hell no. Nope. There's no money to pay them. No. Coach Prime thought Shalomi transferred to Colorado. So I would say so because she came to the business. So I would think Shalomi is. I understand Shalomi is that good. I don't know. I don't think she crossed the connection. But I mean, Colorado coach, you feel like pull up to the program. Always be sure you don't have bad facilities. Why you going to tell my people? Well, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying comparatively speaking. Even as nice as PV stuff is very nice. When you go to the University of Texas A&M, it's still way better. It's still way better. Now, when I played, our facility was sugar honey iced tea. Read between the lines. It's harder. But now, to your point, Sky, yeah, no, it is nice now. It is nice. It is nice. But again, compared to the big boys, it's apples to oranges still. Houston's huge, absolutely. They said Jalen Hurts for the quarterback. You know me. No, I ain't know Jalen Hurts' dad played at PV. That's information to me. I need to look that up. Appreciate you informed me. Got that. Primes to dispel the myth that black man can't be a head coach. Yeah, and that's what's kind of getting lost. You talk about black men and opportunity to be forefront, the vanguard or whatever. This is what that represents to me. Prime getting on high level now. From being only a high school coach, on at Jackson, because if you remember, Jackson, they said before he got hired, can he even coach? What's his credentials? Jackson, first year went 4-3. People were like, well, I don't know. Came next year, ran the table, only lost to ULM, but ran the table to SWAC. This year ain't lost a single game. So it's just funny how the games switch up over time. Funny how the games switch up. Take out Ferris State, number 25, this schoolies a piece. Already, information. I'll get some of PV. Okay. See, I think his son will get a lot more attention now. People will see he's a great quarterback. Yeah, he is a really good quarterback. And another year of training and the game experience, man. We're gonna be a monster, man. Mark my words. Beautiful city, no crime. Then you talking about Houston. The crime. The city speak for themselves on upgrades. Yeah. I saw a picture about what Jackson was when it started, when Coach Prime came and where it is now. Again, you can't tell me Coach Prime ain't put no work in, man. It looked like a damn near high major college practice field. At first, it looked like a damn middle school field. You can't tell me, man, that he ain't come to impact that. Everyone mad at Prime, happy now. I mean, people gonna people, bro. You think Jackson's gonna do without him? Everybody left him. I don't know. Jackson was terrible before Coach Prime came, so I gotta see the staff. I gotta see who stays. So I can't make a prediction like that. I see the turnover. But all right, so we're approaching the hour and 10-minute mark. So I didn't want to make this video super long. Thank y'all so much for the channel. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. Y'all subscribe if y'all new. I'm gonna give y'all that game to the best I know every stream. Every stream I'm giving to you, man. So I'm not gonna be lacking and slacking on this stuff that I'm imparting upon you guys. If you wanna get the cash app one time you can, I'll give you a shout out on the next video, carry over. Thank y'all for just doing it. It's always good to have y'all interact with it. That makes me want to go longer and give y'all more information and perspective. The best I see it. I'm not saying I'm an expert on anything, but I know a little. So people can upgrade their phones. Why can't Prime upgrade his goals? There you go. Prime is going to still have Under Armour. Now, I think that's a Nike driven school, so I don't think he can override that. And thank you, Emmett says, good job, brother, especially reading the comments. Hey, sometimes I be hooked on phonics, man. So I had a good reading day today. So shout out to my good reading day. All right, so yeah, hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. You know, I always give you that good game over here, and I appreciate y'all coming through. And we're gonna let Kendrick Perkins, the ball, take us home. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority all Houston people. So that's
Shout out to Hoop Jargon. Man, I'm here with my man with Hoop Jargon, the best in the game, man. And you know I only let selected few in my circle. And this is a real dude right here. We gonna get down with the get down.